Hi there, ladies, gentlemen, non-binary folks. How is it going? I look good today. Per usual, of course. Courtesy. My makeup's a bit simple, but really like this white and blue combination with the orange. I have pink nails. It's chaotic today. Girl, just leave it. Okay, so what do I want to talk about? Weight. I gained weight, right? Um, I can show you. These were the first pair of jeans that I bought when I was a non binary person because I actually first came out as a non binary person for like 2 years before my transition. And I noticed that all my wardrobe started shifting from like boy clothes into specifically just women's clothes. And with that, with time, I started realizing, okay, well, there's something here. But I'm not buttoning up this because I cannot sit with it and it's not comfortable. But this is my first pair of jeans. Oh God. And I'm going out like this today. So let me actually just like button it up. Just to show you what I'm going for. Yeah, sorry. This is what I'm going for. Something kind of cute, kind of edgy. But this is actually too tight right now for my liking. And like I said, I'm gaining weight. I've never seen it this tight before. It's not the belt, trust me. It's just my bum got bigger. Like, seriously. And I think my belly got bigger too. Let me unbutton this. Oh, it's warm. Okay, so why am I mentioning this? I have been consuming this thingy. I'm a bit crazy. Even before I started my hormones because I wanted my booty to get bigger. So what I did was buy something that will make me gain weight because I cannot gain weight easily. It's really, really hard. So I got this, which has a bunch of calories and it's gonna make me explode. Did not make me explode. It made me get bigger, plus hormones. I don't have a belly, technically like a belly, but I did notice my butt was bigger backwards, not like sideways, like the hips. It's just the butt itself is actually bigger. And like maybe I mentioned before, twerking. So I'm learning how to twerk and I'm like controlling my waist a lot more and my legs and like shaking things. And I think it's also putting a lot of pressure on my muscles, like my calf now, my thighs and my buttocks, my butt, because I'm shaking, I'm squatting all the time, I'm jiggling, and mostly my waist as well, which I think it should be part of the equation of where all this muscle mass is going. I don't know if I'm getting fat technically because, well, this is still muscle, but like fat wise, I don't have fat, right? So I know I'm getting bigger. Even my tits are getting a little bit bigger, but everything is moving slow. But keep in mind, I started on injections less than 2 months ago. Let that sink. And now it's in. Right. So I'm actually very, very happy with my progression. And I never expected maybe my breast to get this big this quickly. But I'm noticing that I'm gaining weight through my clothing, not through me looking at myself. Another thing that people have mentioned, because I work online and I'm teaching pronunciation, like North American English pronunciation, and some of my students know that I'm actually transitioning, and two of them mentioned like my face has changed, and I mentioned like yeah, I'm on HRT, and things are changing, but it's probably just the makeup because I'm actually getting better, just like putting the red from here outward instead of just what they teach you with like YouTube channels or Instagram accounts is go from here and then go up, and that's gonna get you a lift. I already have a long face, so I don't really need that kind of lift to begin with. What happened to my song? But um, I don't know if I'm gaining fat or if I'm gaining muscle, but my pants do not fit. And that's a bit problematic because I might need to go buy new stuff now because I thought I'm just going to be a skinny lady forever. And this is kind of something I have been thinking about recently is do I want to be one of those big hips, wide hips, tiny waist ladies, or do I want to just kind of cut out all the calorie intake and just remain a very slender, very skinny girly with no curves, which I will probably have my waist dent inward because of the fat transfer, but I'm not gonna get the hips, which is kind of something I really want because, like I said, I like to twerk and I love that jiggle, jiggle, jiggle for myself mostly. But I like the beauty of the shape itself, and I've always imagined it. I mean, look at my art piece. I have another art piece that shows the same thing, and I have another art piece right there showing the same thing. And I drew these right before transitioning. So like my insides have been telling me, like I don't really care about like really big hips or really big breasts. I just want a little bit more of a curve. So I do, I guess, want to keep my body in the same format. Like, I don't want to emphasize consuming this thing and just trying to gain weight because, like I said before, I'm not going to be trying to do anything that's not coming to me naturally. So, if that means I'm going to have to be skinny, I'm accepting it. And I think it is beautiful. You do you, I do me. On the other hand, I don't think it's problematic now because I read about weight cycling or weight was it diet cycling, and that means some trans people or some people would have these phases of life where they just consume so much, and they gain so much weight, and then they start the hormone therapy HRT, and that would take out the fat because they're going to have to be on a diet and not eat as much at all. So they cut their consumption by like 60% or something. And then your body is going to take the fat from certain areas, like for me, from a man to a woman, trans person. It's going to take it from my belly and put it here and down into my legs, which is approved. Besides that, I think hormones already actually interfering with my weight. Like I said, like these pants don't even fit me as they used to before, so I know I am getting bigger in that size. I don't know if I'm. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting taller. I think I'm just filling in my clothes. That it just seems that when they used to be very loose, they get to be longer pants. Now they just seem like more stretched upwards and kind of scrunched up around my waist, which is kind of good and maybe not. Hmm. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, you saw my figure. Do you think I have a curve? I do have a butt. You cannot tell me I don't. I have more butt than some girls, but I don't have the hip side. I don't have this the wideness, which is what I want at this point. And I'm not exercising much besides twerking, like I said. So it's kind of really nice to just have me do things I like and not try to go to the gym and just look exercise, exercise. I don't want to get in that mentality. I don't like to exercise, to be honest, but I do like to twerk. So that's going to be my exercise from now on. So it's going to be a problem for my clothing. I don't know what to do. So I'm in between two different scenarios. It's either I'm going to finish this very soon because there's not much left of it. And I'm thinking it's either I buy another one and actually keep the process going. So I'm going to do this diet cycling. I'm going to gain all this weight. And then I'm going to go either use a waist trainer, which I already have, or exercise and work out only my waist area so that I can lose all the fat in that area and let everything else remain in my legs and my breasts. The second option is I stop this protein shake scenario and I just cut out the consumption I'm doing because I'm also binge eating every weekend, just crap, chocolate, potato chips, candy. Like, oh girl, I am not a foodie, but I don't like to drink alcohol anymore, so my pleasure is to be at home, um, lay down on my couch right here, and put something on my screen and just watch, laugh my ass off, and go to sleep and wake up happy and try again. Nothing crazy. I'm very simple. Not very social, also. But tell me what you think. So here is the deal. I think I should take more of this because I'm at the beginning of my transition. So I need to consume all the fat because my body now is changing a lot. And I want that change to happen just like a teenager is changing because when teenagers are changing, they're consuming a lot of things and their bodies are changing due to all those life changes that they go through, like the food, the exercise, and whatever. So I'm going through a teenage transition, technically, like puberty. And I think in my mind, I'm going to be doing this for 6 months, more or less. Just consume, 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 consume. And then I'm going to stop when everything kind of increases a bit more. And then I'm gonna start maybe dieting or waist training in certain cases and pushing my waist part inward too much, like compressing all the fat, exercising with like I don't know, there was a bunch of stuff like the ladies online are fucking amazing. They're so smart and they know what they're doing. So I'm just gonna follow one or two of them and just see what they're doing. And I'm gonna take some of those exercises and use them on myself. So what do you think? Should I avoid taking this protein shake and all this high calorie intake food and just, keep my body thin and slender and let it grow the way it should? Or should I continue consuming my protein shake and my high calorie intake on weekends to get this extra fat and then lose it later or lose it in some places later? Let me know what you think. What do you think of this makeup though? My God. I'm actually really liking it. I didn't even do foundation. I just put a little bit of concealer, a little bit of blush, a little bit of lipstick, and the eyeshadow. Nothing on top, just an eyeliner and an eyeshadow. Watch. So I'm gonna go. See you later.